So I'm sitting here and I keep yelling. My wife's over there in the other room. I'm like, I can't turn this on. She's like, just put the mics on and your camera on. So I'm not hearing anything. I got the music. I'm like, da 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 da. So finally I take them off. And I was like, what's going on? When you come in, she just put the mics and the music on. That's what I did. So, what's up, everybody? Mr. Poseidon here. Cheers to everybody. Cheers to Chesapeake Trilogy. That's right. Make your own luck, baby. Let's go, let's go. Cheers. Mr. Poseidon here with another great episode tonight. We got Bruce Bain. That's right, Bruce Bain, the Cape Crusader of Rhode Island, the Nantucket surf rat. He's going to be on tonight. The president out there taking care of business. You know, the club has increased over 1,100 members in 2 weeks since he took it over, you know? No, I'm just kidding. But the club has increased in size since he took it over. Bruce really puts all his energy into that club. And when I say all his energy, he tries to get the best out of it as he can. And with all the members and the vice presidents and everybody else behind that, the cooks in the kitchens for the parties, man, you guys are all great. When you guys get together, you do a nice party. I enjoyed this year's Christmas party. I can't wait. We'll talk about that a little bit. But most of all, we're going to talk about the show. The show is coming up. I'll be there this weekend, Saturday, January 10th in Narragansett. We'll get to the details of exactly where that is when we get Bruce on. Guys, I'm super excited. It's been a great week between, you know, Christmas and New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve was rocking. I don't know if you guys saw us on Instagram. We were out, 2 bottles of wine. That was 1 cup for my wife because she was driving, and the rest was for, well, let's not get too deep into that, but it was a great time. There was a lot of people there where we were, many friends that we saw. There was a neighborhood place, and just a lot of fun, guys. Super, super fun and great times. We're also going to be announcing at the Narragansett show, we're going to be announcing the new prizes. We are going to be going up in contestant winners. We're going up from 20 to 150 winners. I think there's 145 people joining. Kidding. Of course that can't happen. But we're going to go up from 20 to 25 this year. There's going to be more cash prizes, up to 10 this year. Again, we're going to have some van stall giveaways, more cash, and even more cash in the end. It should be really a rockin' event again this year. We're going to be doing, again, the longest and most accurate cast. The men's division and women's division. The men's division, I know, will be at $2,000 for the winner, and then we'll have a second and third place showing. We don't know prizes yet. Same for the women's. We're all going to come up with that, but the prizes are set from 1 through 25. You will be able to see them only this week. The big reveal Saturday at the Narragansett Surf Day again, which is having. And Bruce Bain again is on tonight. I'm going to keep repeating that to you guys. Hey, honey, how's it going? Any toilet paper left for me or what? What's going on?
Sorry, I had to go throw up for a second.
Yeah, let's go. Here we go. Let's go. So anyhow, what else was I saying? You know, 2026 is here right now. I know guys, a couple guys posting out there. First fish of the year. It's really exciting, man. It's exciting to get out there and to go fishing, man. That feeling. You know, there's a guy who calls himself here, the tug is the drug. It is, man. You feel that tug, that fight back. And if you know, and you've been fishing a few years here and there, you understand that a bigger fish has a big tug versus a smaller fish. Sometimes, though, you get these little schooly guys, you're thinking you got a 35-pound fish, and you're ripping out a 19-inch fish. I mean, come on. Anyhow, Bruce is doing the producer views over there right now. I see him. He's got the Zoom going on, all that cool stuff. But, hey, honey, let's say hello to my wife, everybody. Say hello to my wife, Romina, Mrs. P. How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
What's going on, Mrs. P?
I had to go get my lipstick.
And we had what we had this week. Was telling everybody New Year's Eve we went out, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that great? That was fun. I wish it was last week again. It's not though. The fun started Sunday. I had off. But anyhow, what else? Tell me anything else.
Getting ready for the show.
Yeah, getting ready
for all the events this year.
Yeah, that's right.
Huge.
It's going to be huge this year, guys. Get ready.
We're going to see some people hopefully on Saturday.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see some people. Narragansett, these guys, their venue is changing this year. So, you know what? Enough of the wait. I think let's say hello to a few people first. Let me get these lobster eye glasses off of me. All right, so let's say hello to a few people. There he is, Bloodline Fishing Adventures, Willie J, Rick Talifaro, Hey Joe JP. What's up, buddy? What's going on? Richard McQuaid. You know who Richard McQuaid is, honey? He's the gentleman I was telling you that just bought an RV.
He's from here in the Rockland area.
That's right. That's right. I'm going to check out his RV. Super excited for him. There she is, Big Sis Wolf. Guys, if you don't know who that is, that Charlie the Wolf sister.
Hey, Big
Charlie
Sis.
the Wolf of Rhode Island. Rest in peace, Charlie. I got to meet him through the gentleman tonight. We're going to meet Bruce Bain. He set me up. And when you went out fishing with Charlie, I'm going to keep telling you guys a story because there's always new guys listening. Charlie was a no-nonsense guy. When he told me and Bruce, wait till I get down there. Wait. And we were like, yeah, all right. So Bruce, being the guy that he is, he's like, Eric, let's take a couple of casts. We're taking casts. We're landing fish, nice-sized fish. I know Bruce landed one close to 30, but then all of a sudden we're fishing. He's reeling it in, and we hear from far away, you bleep, 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 bleep. You bleeps and scare the fish. You're going to bleep, 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 and bleep, bleep that. So Bruce looks at me and goes, oh, no, we're in for it, Eric. Now, I didn't even know really Charlie then. And I got my light blaring because I'm doing the video and Bruce is on the fish. Charlie comes right over. He looks at me and he goes, listen, Mr. Poseidon, I'm going to pick up this rock and crack it off your freaking head. Shut your light off. Anyway, so I did that. And that was a good story. I got scared. I thought I was going to get my head cracked. But Charlie pulled me aside later, being the nice guy that he really is. Says, listen, I'm sorry to speak to you like that, but there was a jetty down further, and a lot of guys fish over there. Now, if they see our lights going on and off, they're going to be like, what's going on over there? They're all going to come to where we were, and the fish were there. So from then on in, it was only red or green light with Charlie. He preferred the red. And that was the night I took the picture where I think he won his second or third event. I'm not sure which one. But also want to say hello to Dynamo. Dynamo, Happy New Year, guys. Jeremy's mom here. Jeremy, what's up, Dynamo? Thank you so much for that. That's so nice. Her son was on here a few weeks ago, young 14-year-old kid. We had the father here. He was here with him. And we had the kid on, really a young surfcaster. And he's very, very hungry. Also, he goes to school. He's a good student in school. This guy is prime subject for the future of the surfcasters. If we had a lot of young guys like him, let me tell you, we'd be it. We would be it, period. Period. Let's keep saying hello to some people. Big Sis Wolf, thank you so much for everything, and we appreciate your and your brother's support. Big time always. Steve Campo. Steve, where are you? How you doing? He says, we're in Narragansett. That's in Rhode Island, Steve. It's a great place. And you get to meet Bruce Bain if you get up there. D-Bar, Mr. P, new hat and jacket. Thank you. Christmas presents. Well, the hat, no, I had that now about 2 months. But the jacket, spot on, Bar, man. Thank you so much for that. Let's go, let's go. Dom A.Z., I made it. How you doing, Dom? Dom's a cool guy. You know him, Bruce. Bruce always has nice things to say. I like that guy, Dom. He says he didn't let me grab his butt. He tried to grab Dom Mazy's ass. I heard somewhere down in Shagwan. Dom gave him a warning ever since then. He says, nah, Eric, I got to back off. I says, oh, I get it, man. You know, Dom don't mess around. Dom, thank you for coming, bro. Miguel, I ordered a new motor for the boat. Let's go, let's go.
Thank you, Striper Junkie.
Tony Antagonizer Laws. Let's go, Tony. Tony, a big sponsor for my Montauk Striper Challenge. Tony, listen, you're going to sponsor next year, but listen to me, buddy. It's a lot less stuff from everybody. Sorry, guys. There won't be any bonus boxes next year. We're going to be giving out the bonus boxes at the event. So just a little secret undercover there. So it is what it is. Let's go. Let's go. I know the bonus boxes were great, but when things grow, you just can't have all the best stuff you used to. It's like the Wild West. You get out there, you get free land. But, you know, there was a lot of blood and guts in between all that. And that's what was going on the beaches. That's why Bruce looks the way he is, because 2 years straight he fought somebody and, you know, he got busted up a little bit. No, I'm just kidding, Bruce. But anyhow, let's keep going. Let's keep saying, Striper Junkie, thank you so much. Also, appreciate you. Striper Junkie won one of the Christmas prizes out there. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you. There he is. The tug is the drug. Your stuff is right in front of my desk. You'll be getting that on Saturday. I know you're excited. See, Pizzo, Charlie's out there. Happy New Year's to you, Mr. and Mrs. P, and Bruce. There you go. Bluebish. Bluebish. Bluebish, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. That's Blue, honey. You know
Hey,
Blue. Yeah. Bronx Futivo. Let's go, baby. Kevin, Mel, Tozo. Happy New Year, Mr. and Mrs. P. Boys and girls, if you don't know who Kevin is, he is the original, the only cow bass man that I know. When you talk cow bass, if anybody ever says to me, even 40 years right now when I'm on my deathbed and they mention the name cow bass, I'm always going to remember Kevin Maltozo. Kevin Maltozo, great dad, works real hard. Also, he's got his son Gio over there. He's raising some other boys also. Kevin's a good dad, a good guy, and he works real hard. That's why he catches the big fish. Thank you, Kevin, for supporting me all these years. Bronx Surfcaster, that's Oscar. He's out there tonight. Oscar, thank you so much. Taking care of things in the background for me. Keeping things clean here on the channel. We all got to thank Bronx Surfcaster. If you don't trust me, go ahead. Put out one of those 4-letter words and see how long you last in here. He's good with the draw, let me tell you. Thank you, Oscar. God bless you. Jacket's here waiting for you, brother. We got to get a date where you get over here. I guess that's it. Willie J, we said hello. Yes, sir. Other than that, let's go right to Bruce right now. Let's get Bruce on. He's been waiting long enough. I could see him yawning over there. His wife's trying to wake him up. I'm just kidding. Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming to you straight, and I'm talking about straight from Rhode Island, Mr. Bruce Bain. That's the Nantucket Surf Rat, the president, the only president of the Narragansett Boys Club over there. Wait, there are some women, so then the girls. That's right, the Surfcasters of Rhode Island. Great guys. Bruce Bain, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
How are you?
Great, man.
You get so excited. You still haven't got my name right. We've been friends, what, 5-6 years now?
Yeah, but I'm finally almost there. That's when you know.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
That's when you know I'm almost there, buddy. You know it. Let's go. Let's go. Bruce, how you doing, buddy? How's everything going?
It's good. I'm loving. I think you're gonna change your last name to Dutton, Eric Dutton, because you're really getting that Yellowstone vibe going, man.
Yeah, hold on. Let's change it up a little.
Oh, God.
Hey, man, how you doing?
There you go. The Duttons are moving from the central part of the United States over to the East Coast. So you get the East Coast faction of the Dutton family.
Cheers to Trilogy.
I love it.
Cheers to Trilogy.
Wrangling stripers and wrangling cow bass instead of cows.
That's right, buddy.
It's all good. You know, hating the cold weather, missing fishing, but show season's up and running, and getting everything ready for this show keeps me like super, super busy. You know, we got 125 guys in the club, and you know, a lot of them really help out a lot, but there's like 4 or 5 key guys that really helped me put this show together. Henry Lanciao, you know, he's on the show almost every week, checking you out. Couldn't do it without him. He's my my vice president. And we got like people that have been to the show last year, you know, in the past few years, they all thought it was a great show. We were in Narragansett, which was really hard to keep the show in Narragansett because the place we had the show at was so small. You know, we had 2 levels. A lot of people would come in. They didn't even realize that there was a downstairs. People just, they run through and they miss a lot of the vendors. And we were limited to like 42 tables at the community center. So I've been looking for the past couple of years to find a bigger venue. I couldn't keep it in Narragansett. I had to move it to West Warwick, Rhode Island, which is about 20 minutes out of Narragansett. It's right off Route 95. And I think we have 72 vendors for this show. It's all on one floor. I'll just give you a quick rundown of a few vendors. Shameless plug here. Somebody that made some nice donations to the club and sponsored Captain Seagull Fishing Charts. Check them out. Mostly for boat guys, but surf guys can benefit from this stuff too, showing water depths around all the coastal areas of the whole East Coast. 401 Plugs, Will Walker, Uncle Fish Bucktail, Stevie Payne, Vinny's Customs, Tony, Antagonizer Lures, Lights Out Lures, Z-Belts, GW Customs, Aquidneck Island Rod Builders, Van Stall, Surfcasters Journal, Montauk Surfcasters, Zinger Baits, RB Plugs. That's just a little bit. I mean, we got some really, really good plug builders. 90% surf themed. We also have some freshwater stuff, some fly tying stuff, and a little bit of boat stuff too. So there's going to be something there for everybody. And we're going to have a famous clam chowder also.
Oh, clam chowder.
Yeah, you got to love that stuff. I know you guys make a lot of famous good stuff because every time I come to those events, I know you got the gentleman back there cooking. I forget his name, the guy I met fishing. He won the fishing rod over there.
Yo, Joe McCoy.
Joe McCoy. There you go. Sorry, Joe. When
yeah,
Joe
Joe
McCoy's
McCoy.
there and I see him in the kitchen, bro, that guy's hustling and he's making the food just right, cooking it just right, making it just right. It's so good over there. We had those clam bowls. What were they last time we had?
Yeah, no clam cakes this year. We can't do it.
Oh, man, those were just something else. I mean,
Yak Angler is saying, ask Bruce how he found the new location.
Yep, Yak Angler hooked me up. That's right. Tommy Hood hooked me up with the lady, and man, it worked out perfect. It's such a big venue. It's gigantic.
Oh.
They don't have a kitchen there, so we can't do, the clam cakes. You can't cook them off premises and then reheat them and serve them. They're just going to taste like balls of grease. So we're going to have chowder, hot dog stuff. We'll still have a small menu,
Okay.
but no clam cakes, unfortunately.
Oh.
But we will have Mr. and Mrs. Poseidon there, of course. They're going to be our biggest draw. Eric, in his usual fashion, is going to be doing another Van Stol raffle, from what I hear.
Yes, that is true.
What happened? We lost him.
Yeah, he's feeling a little sick all
Oh,
of a
geez.
sudden. No,
I
he'll be all right.
had one of my vendors cancel yesterday. His whole family's got COVID, so
Oh, no.
he was doing our show and Connecticut Surfcasters show next weekend, but he had to cancel both shows.
Oh,
And
my God.
he's actually a really, really popular plug builder, but
Oh,
he
that's
can't
too
make it.
bad. That's too bad. No, I mean, no. I hope it's not COVID that we got. But, yeah, it's a lot of that's going around.
Jeez. That's did he just start feeling crappy today?
Huh? Yeah, no, just now. I don't know what it is. I think he just had to go blow his nose or something.
Oh, all right, okay. I deal with that all year. My friggin' sinuses drive me crazy.
I know. Carl Newman is saying, what are the dates for the show?
Oh, okay, yeah. The date for the show is next Saturday, January 10th. Doors open 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's at West Warwick Civic Center, and that's 100 Factory Street, West Warwick, Rhode Island. It's all on my social media. It's also on the Narragansett Surfcasters social media.
Okay.
If you need to know any further information, people can message me on social.
Well, we've got Antagonizer Lures is asking, Bruce, what's the layout for the show? Is it like a gymnasium layout?
Yeah, big open floor plan, Tony. It's all. There's tons of room. You'll have plenty of space this year.
All one floor, right? No, like different levels.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, D-Bar is saying flu is making the rounds. I know. I hope it's not the flu.
Yeah, Doug knows. He's like me. He's got a house full of grandkids over there. They bring home every friggin' airborne virus from school, and we all end up getting it. But
how far drive is Narragansett to West Warwick?
20 minutes.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah,
if you're coming up from south, like from the New Connecticut, New York area, you don't want to go to Narragansett. You want to keep going straight up 95, and the exit's right off Route 95.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I think it's Route 117, I believe. But follow Google Maps; will get you right to the front door.
Okay.
And if you can't find it, call me. I'll come get you off the highway.
Okay.
I'm only joking. I'm not gonna go get people off the highway.
I know. Dynamo is going to be there. Looking forward to it. And we love road trips. Cool. We'll see you there, Dynamo.
That's, I know Charlie Pizzo messaged me today. I met him at the Poseidon Challenge in Montauk. That was great. Really, really nice guy. And his daughter, she's a young lady, and she's already making some fantastic moves in surf casting. I really hope she sticks with it. I sent them Janet Messinio's book right after the Montauk Challenge, and I hope she read it. It's very inspirational for any surf caster, but especially if you're a woman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she was, Janet was legendary. She was actually a personal friend. She passed away last year, and she's definitely missed. She won the women's division of the Martha's Vineyard Bass and Blues Derby more than once, I believe. I know she won it at least one time, but she was definitely a legend up here in New England.
Nice. Nice. John Francisconi, how are you doing?
Hey, John.
Feeling? John Francisconi said, "Oh, Mr. P fell off the chair."
Hey, he's back.
No, he's back. He's back.
John Francisconi. John's my favorite liberal.
It's freezing outside.
I love John.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my gosh.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, Bruce. I had to run out to the garage. I left the light on and the door was wide open, so I had to shut everything down. I realized because I ran out there.
Oh my God.
Everything is fine, though. I mean, you know, but other than that, that was that. But anyhow, I'm glad that everybody's here. I'm Mr. Poseidon. If you don't come to the channel enough, you should come even more. It gets even better. I've done on this channel as far as giveaways with the last Christmas giveaway I had. I've been giving away 55 Van Stools since I started here. I believe in Van Stool. Van Stool's a great product. You could take it, dunk it underwater, really. I did mine for 12 years. I rinsed it the first time I got it. And then it was just like, come in, put it in the garage. You know, every once in a while, you change your gear on there. And that was it. It worked for me every time like a charm. And then finally, after 12 years of, I don't know how many uses, I can't even tell you. That was the hardest I ever fished in my life, all those years. But it finally seized on me, and it seized so bad, they couldn't take apart a piece of it. So what happened is that piece they found in another color, they put on there. So I like that. It's unique. It works just fine. It's my X series, my first X2 series, which I had given away at the time, another 30 of those. That was the first one I ever got. It was gifted to me by Bloodline Fishing Adventures with a lot of people chipping in, which was really nice.
Yep.
And I appreciate that. I know Bruce was part of that too. And that was my first X2 reel I ever got, guys. It's not about me. It never will be about me. It will always be about getting the surfcaster known. And we here as a community, it's pretty good. It's not like church or anything, but you got to make donations once in a while.
Like church.
I love you guys, you know. Thank you so much for that. Every penny that we get is going to be going right to first prize for the Montauk Striper Challenge. Last year we reached 48 after exactly 1 year in donations. And I put in the final 200, and we made $5,000 for first prize. That wasn't the only money I put in. It's not about this. You know, people come to me and they say, "Oh, Mr. Poseidon, you set the bar really high for these guys," and blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't want to say that I set anything against anybody. I'm only doing this for you guys. Once I'm gone, I don't know if you're going to have competitions like this again, unless we get our names out there, man. When I was looking through my drone and flying all over Jersey and Montauk, there's a lot of people on the beach fishing, a lot of Surfcasters. Jersey's loaded with those guys, let me tell you. And a lot of good ones in Jersey. A lot of great surfcasters out there. But other than that, we're going to be having our second annual this year in Jersey. We're going to be having our sixth annual in Montauk. And we're going to be adding another tournament this year. You'll get all the details if you come on down to Narragansett. That's the best one of all. Get ready. That's going to be the kaboom of the booms. But come on down to Narragansett. Check it out. We're going to have everything up, everything in detail. The exact dates, what weekends everything is going to be happening on. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's always going to be about you guys. That's why I do this. I don't care. You know, hate is this. I don't care about nothing, none of that. Come join and let's have a good time. I'm always faithful like that. There is no issues with about that. Once in a while, we all fly off the handle, but to make myself feel better about that, I take my wife and I throw her off the roof, and it makes things equal, and you feel good about that. But once again, we're here with President Bruce Bain of the Narragansett Surfcasters Club up here. They're having Surf Day this Saturday. So let's then get on back to Bruce. Bruce, is this the biggest venue now that you're having? I know before it was like a 10-foot ceiling or maybe lower, but this one is huge on top. You got 40 feet. It's open. It's almost like a gymnasium type feel. Is this the most vendors this year that you've had total?
Yeah, this show started. I think this is our 12th or 13th year. It actually started before I was even in the club. Cliff Richer from Maverick Bait and Tackle. He was president at the time, and I think he had gone to Connecticut Surfcasters Demo Day, and he said, we could do this with our club. So they put a show together at the community center, and I think they had like 18 or 20 guys, and it was successful. It was good.
Right.
They had a lot of used stuff, and we do too. We try and mix it up with new, used, plug builders, bucktail tires, and at the community center, it was really tough to get rod builders in there because, like you said, the ceilings, I don't even think they're 10 foot. They're really low.
Right.
Mike Benzinger, he came in with some Century rods a couple of years ago, but he couldn't really stand them up. He had to lay them down. This year we got GW Customs. Glenn in there. We got Ted Zach, Aquidneck Island Rod Builders, and I think Mike from Zinger. He's going to be bringing the Century stuff. So we got three good rod companies in there. Luke Zanosco, he's going to be there. He's got 3 tables. He builds a hell of a rod.
Right.
Yeah, we got, like I said, it's really there's a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, Rhode Island. I would say Rhode Island and you guys up in New England. You guys got the biggest. I don't know if it's the biggest, but the biggest generation going back as far as Surfcasters. Montauk too, that was a fisherman's town back in the day. But you guys, you got a lot of talented builders out there. I've always said about the Montauk builders, and CTK, who's getting into the mix out there too. The guy makes some really, really good stuff. I mean, you got Tony and Tiger Knives Laws. I mean, they might not live right next door to you, but those guys up there in the northeast, above New York, that means, they are some really good plug builders. I know Zinger Bates. I mean, I started with him 7 or 8 years ago where we used to meet up at certain places, and I remember buying stuff right out of his truck, using it, catching fish. Always been the most solid plastic out there in the business. You guys are, Bruce, very, very serious surfcasters. Let me say hello also to Chappie. Chappie's another member up there at the club with you guys. Yep. Just
Chappie's my man.
Yes, sir. So tell me, Bruce, what's going on, and if anybody now can join, or the doors open, or have you guys shut them down again?
Right now, we every year we have a turnover of like maybe 8 people. Guys lose interest, people pass away, unfortunately. We get a few openings. When I went in a few years ago, I think we were at like 71 members or something like that. But, we got some new young blood in there, and word gets around. When I went into the club, like I was one of the youngest guys in the club. I was like 50 years old. We didn't have and I said to the guys, I kept saying, like, you got to get some young guys in here because, Nelson founded the club. he's 84 years old, God bless him, and he still comes to every single meeting. The guy fished until December this year. He was out there 3-4 mornings every week, you know, fishing in this 22-degree weather. I don't even go out when it gets that cold, and he's still out there every morning catching fish. It's amazing. But you know, we got young guys, and you know, Luke, Brian Testa, Stevie Payne. You know, these guys, and they're heavy duty surf. They're real surf
big
guys.
time, big time
out there fishing.
Don't forget about Will. Will in the background when he's not making plugs. He's fishing hard. That guy. I know Will.
Yep. Will, Sean Dorsey, you know, the whole crew, you know, most of those guys, they're under 35 years old. They're family men. So, you know, they have families to balance, businesses to balance. Will's working a full-time job. He's trying to build plugs for 4 or 5 different shows during the year. And he's fishing his ass off. You know, these guys, I can't keep up that schedule anymore. If I get out 2 or 3 times a week, I'm happy.
What is going on with Uncle Bucktails? This kid's like 4 months old, and I hear he's fighting with the wife. He's got the kid surf fishing with him. You know?
You actually, that brings us to the Christmas party.
Sure.
Eric, Mr. and Mrs. P.
Yes.
From the time I first met them, were extremely generous people, and you know, once he found out about our club and met a few of the people, they came, you know, up to Rhode Island, and I introduced them. So every year we have a Christmas party for the club. I invited Mr. and Mrs. Poseidon, and the club voted that because they're such generous people and show love to everybody, they were made honorary members of Narragansett Surfcasters. They'll be members for life, whether they like it or not.
Thank you, Bruce.
So
thank you.
This year, the Christmas party was coming up, and I called Eric on the phone. I said, hey, we're having the Christmas party Wednesday night. You know, why don't you take a ride up? And he said, I think I'm going to go to Jersey and go fishing. But it was like, you know, again, it was like 22 degrees out. And he said, you know what, the hell with it. He said, I'm going to take a ride up. So he took the 3-hour drive up from New York up to Rhode Island. He called me. He said, where are you? I'm at the restaurant. I said, all right, I'll be there in 5 minutes. I walk in. Here's Mr. Poseidon standing there with a VS 250 in the box, donating it to Narragansett Surfcasters to raise money for our veterans program and our kids fishing program and our charitable giving program. So, you know, that was your usual fashion.
One end. Well, we'll be there at the show with one, and like I said, we always got good news for the club. I know you guys lately now. I think. You got a new member coming in, Wombat Chugger. I see him on right now. He just got on a little while ago. Yeah,
you were asking about new members coming in, and I think we have like 8 spots open, and Vinny was 3rd on the list. Yeah, Vinny's coming in. Vinny, another young guy, super enthusiastic. Yes. For a guy that has not been fishing for a ton of years, and he'll be the first to admit it. He's been fishing, you know, a handful of years or less. And he put some amazing fish up on the board. Vinny's, it's going to be really nice to have him in the club. He's not afraid to share information. You know, he's not going to take it to a spot where he crushes all them 50-pound fish. But he'll tell you the methods and the general areas where to go hunting for him and how to hunt for him. Paul Chapman and Lindsay Baby. Another couple of Rhode Island standouts, amazing. They're not in my club; they're in the Newport Club, and Paul is also the chairman of the RISA Surfcasting Association, RISA Surfcasting chairman for RISA, Rhode Island Saltwater Anglers Association, and him and Lindsay came to the Poseidon Challenge this year. I know they had a blast. They caught a ton of fish. They were at the lighthouse getting the crap kicked out of them, and man, I'll tell you, she's one tough woman. I wish I had a man fishing partner that fished like she does. You know, she's just really, she stands out. Definitely a couple to watch. Vinny.
We'll see you Saturday, Vinny.
Yep.
Saturday, let's go. Can't wait for that show.
Steve McKenna, another Rhode Islander, 74 years old, 250-pound fish this year in the Rhode Island surf.
Wow, come on.
I'm totally amazing. 74 years old, 250.
Wow.
He's out 5 times a week.
I still have hope. Thank you, Richard, for that. I bless him for that one.
Yep.
That's a good one.
This year's Narragansett Surfcasters Striped Bass Champion, Nolan Santos, 47-inch bass. Another young guy. I think Nolan's like 21 or 22 years old.
Right.
Fishes super hard, real nice kid.
Yeah.
Henry Lanciao.
Henry! Let's go,
Don't know his exact age, but he's older than I am, so I know he's at least 65. And Henry, I gotta say, out of every surfcaster I know, fishes harder than any friggin' guy I know that's in the surf. He can't do rock.
Yeah,
he's on the sand nonstop, and man, that dude, he was
he's
out
like the
fishing
$6
this
million
year.
man.
So it's unbelievable. Don't know where he finds the energy.
Yeah, Henry went out with us last year. Listen, I was thinking, get a couple of the guys together. Maybe we can do a Friday night instead of Saturday. Because Saturday, what happens is everybody's like, yeah, Mr. Poseidon will go out Saturday night after the show. But after a whole day hauling and setting up, and everybody just wants to go home and relax. So what about Friday night? We're going to do a little dinner with some of the guys?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, Friday night. I'd love to do that.
Because we can't set up on Friday night this year.
Correct.
We got to set up on Saturday morning. They won't let us in the night before.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
yeah, we could definitely meet up for dinner somewhere. No doubt.
Yeah, a couple of us. The more the merrier.
Yep.
It's fun times, man.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea, a real good idea.
No doubt about it, Bruce. Hey, let's say to the tug is the drug. Read that off, honey.
He says, got my permission slip signed for Montauk. Nice.
Oh, Henry?
That tug is the drug. That's Dana.
Oh, tug is the drug.
Yeah. I'm bringing him up his stuff, his win this Saturday at the show. We got to bring it up for him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You did that last year, I think.
I think so. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it was, but
Now, is that Tug is the drug? Did he want some of the Christmas
Yes.
giveaway?
yeah, there was 3 prizes.
One of the
and
Christmas
he
winners.
won one of the Christmas winners. Yeah.
I want to tell all your followers, whoever's on tonight. People probably haven't been seeing me on there a lot on Sundays. I was always a weekly attendee, and now I end up watching on Monday mornings because my grandkids are like a major part of my life, and Sunday turns into family day. And I'm usually either still busy at 7 o'clock or I'm wiped out by then. I know. Kevin Maltezo, I'm glad you said he was on here tonight. He was in the original crew with all of us, and I think he's tied up with Gio and other kids now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the reason that you don't come on Sunday nights is because Sunday nights is on HBO. They have the watch one porn movie, get another one for free, and that's what I've been hearing. That's it's running down the line. I don't know what's going on with that one, Bruce.
So.
Listen, as long as you're not watching the other way porno movies, we're still going to be friends. Don't worry.
All right.
There you go. So, Bruce, let's keep going on that. Now, as far as fishing, you still fish hard. I know you do. When the season's around and the fish are around, you make sure you get out there, whether it's an hour or even 2, for a couple hours of fishing in between your job or after work or even before work, which is what you do a lot of times. You get up early and you get out there and you go fishing. What about this year, Bruce? How was going with that? Tell me.
Spring, spring I got 2 key areas that I fished, actually 3. I usually start right around the beginning of April. I don't fish for holdovers, but I think maybe in April, one of the spots I fish at, it's probably holdovers, but I think, some migrating fish are definitely here way earlier than people think. I know the first migrating schoolies and micros usually show up at the West Wall in Rhode Island right around April 15th. It's like clockwork. Between April 15th and 18th, they're usually there every year. You throw in small bucktail, small soft plastics,
right,
and you get 18-inch fish. I used to hold over fish. We had a couple spots in Rhode Island, real close to my house in Providence, the upper Narragansett Bay, and they always had a good holdover population. I just, the older I get, the more I hate the cold, and the more I feel like these fish need a break once in a while. Let them grow. Let them grow. You don't need to catch them.
I don't know what's going on with me. I'm going a little opposite. So I'm not 27 anymore. I'm 26 now. So, still going.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could go backwards?
Let me tell you, Bruce, I'd go backwards. I'd go to my youth. I'd let it all out and beat everybody up and put hooks in their noses. But other than that, that's not happening. So,
and the spring went really good. I had a couple real nice fishing in the 30-pound class the end of May.
Right.
June, it kind of fell apart. I couldn't really lock into any patterns anywhere. I actually, being in Rhode Island my whole life, I always fished Narragansett, the Matunic area, the Charleston area. I never, ever fished Newport. And this year I said, you know what, I'm going to finally start fishing Newport. And I went out there in July. I had a few decent fish in Newport.
Nice.
You got to watch those guys, though, at Wombat and Paul and those guys.
Those guys,
like the both guys coming over there.
I have to say that both those guys, Bruce, both of them are good fishermen. I like both of them. And like you said, Wombat, very enthusiastic guy. He's out there fishing, he's hustling. But Paul Chapman, too, he's out there hustling. Paul Chapman, throughout his career, from what I saw, he's got like 20 championships, maybe more under his belt.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying anything against him or Wombat or putting a competition up, but these are guys that catch fish, big fish. And everybody has to understand.
Yep.
When you're out there hustling for big fish, there is no bullshit. You're out there and you're trying to catch big fish, and you're fishing hard because you're not going to hear about the nights they went out and they didn't catch shit. But you're going to see the night when they catch that 50-pounder. And that's the way the game goes. These guys are fierce competitors. That's how it works. In whether you're playing baseball or hockey or soccer or whatever sport you have, that other guy who's going against you, who's trying to beat you, that's your competitor. And it's okay to have those fierce competitor battles. So it's all good. In the end, you're both fishing, you're both catching nice big fish. You're doing the right thing. You're getting out there and you're fishing. Kudos to both you guys.
Absolutely.
No doubt about it. And welcoming Wombat again, new member of one of the new members of this year at the Narragansett Club. I'll see you Saturday, Wombat. We'll talk about some good stuff and laugh a little bit.
Both those guys are, they're what I consider, they're like Pete from Phase Gear, Pete Utchig. They're big fish hunters. Paul, I know Paul's been fishing a long time. I mean, I only met him about 2 years ago, but my friend Steve Zanny, knew Paul from years ago. I think Paul was a valet parker, and Paul was catching big fish 10 years ago. And if you look at him, he ain't that old. I don't know exactly how old. And Vinny, like I said, Vinny, I've never talked to him about it, but the impression I get of Vinny is that he got into this and he never went out looking for 20-inch fish. Vinny charged into it and wanted to catch 30 and 40-pound fish, and that's what he does.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and that's the way it is. Let's go, let's go.
But like you said, it's all good,
It's all exciting. It's like
these guys are on the upper tier. They're definitely way above me. I might have the years experience in, but I don't have the big fish experience. I've had my share of 30s and low 40s, but I've never put my hand on a 50, put it that way.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that, Bruce, because I've had my two big fish are both the same exact weight, 42 pounds. They were my biggest fish in my life. I might have gotten a 50 once or twice, but, those were fish that I lost, and it is what it is. So I can't say it was a 50 or whatever, but I know that I lost one of my biggest fish up in with Jason Palmatier fishing his area over there in Massachusetts.
Right.
And that was my biggest fish. It bent the hook and everything. But that's another story. Other than that, getting back to the guys who work hard and get out there and grind, it's all about the competition. It's very fierce when you get to that. Even when you're with your buddy. Like, I've gone with Bruce plenty of times. So now it's me and Bruce, and there's a competition. And he does have a few corker marks in his shin from me. He get me a little angry sometimes. I have to, get him with the corker. But nah, none of that. Bruce did save me once in Montauk. That's on video. That water sucked me right up, guys. And he was right there, like waiting, like he was a pinball, or in a bowling alley. And instead of the pin toppling over, he stood there like a big log and ingested 10 feet into the water, and just like gunk, I stopped. And then as he was trying to get me up, you did stumble a little, Bruce, and at the same time, You pushed my face further underwater and further into the sand. That's when I almost died. No, I'm just kidding. But he pulled me out. I felt, you know, I was like, if he wasn't there, I say to myself, I wouldn't even be doing this here today. That was a tough one. But anyway.
That was I mean, I have a great fishing partner. You know, since I lost Charlie, I fished alone for a full season, and then I met my new fishing partner, and we just clicked automatically. He's about 10 years younger than me. He was a certified lifeguard. He's in relatively good shape, and he's a tough son of a bitch. So I really feel good when I fish with him because I know if I go in the water, he's going to get me out of the water. If somebody tries to jump me and steal my boga, I know he's going to have my back covered, shit like that.
Yeah, but if he's as fast as me, he'll never catch me. But go ahead,
right.
Bruce, continue.
And that day I went out with you, you know, it was a beautiful sunny day, but the surf was gigantic in Turtle Cove. And that was the most scared I've ever. I mean, I look at the pictures now and the video, and it's totally. Yeah. I mean, that we got that footage.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't have got in that position if I wasn't holding the camera, you know, video.
Yeah.
I was like, because I can't swim worth the shit. I'll tell you the truth. I'm the worst swimming surfcaster in the world. Thank God I got a wetsuit because it helps me float. But I really, that day I thought I was going to lose you. I thought, and we didn't lose anything. We found the camera, we found the rod.
Yeah, everything.
Got you back out of the water, thank God.
Hey, Bruce, let me ask you. So the Narragansett show coming up this Saturday. Is there any seating available, any last tables that anybody can get in on? And if they could, how do they go about doing that?
For vendors?
If somebody wants to get a table, you got maybe 2 days left. I can squeeze in probably 2 more tables if anybody's interested. They can contact me on Instagram, Matunic Surf Rat, or on Facebook under Bruce Bain, or they can email me at brucebain123@hotmail.com.
What's up with that Hotmail?
Contact Mr. Poseidon. I'll give you my phone number. I'm not going to yell it out on YouTube, but
what's up with that?
I'm very easy to contact. Tables $75.
Yeah, what's up with that easy to contact Hotmail stuff? What's going on over there? Hotmail,
laughing at your Hotmail email address.
I'm one of those dinosaurs that still uses Hotmail.
I'm glad I didn't know Bruce when he was young. You know, one of those late nights, 4 in the morning. His hair's a little longer. I'm looking at him kind of funny, you know. Anyway, Bruce, that's another story. We won't talk about that here tonight.
What else? Okay. There was a topic I wanted to cover, and you kind of brought it up earlier, and I'm not going to get into it, make a whole big deal out of it. I kind of got to disagree with some of the stuff that is going on social media.
Yeah.
I'm not naming names or anything like that, but I just feel like guys like you, Orlando, I know Orlando personally. I've met him a couple times. We've spent time together on the beach. The other guy that fishes the East River all the time from New York.
Oh, yeah, Elliot, East River fishing.
They do all, you guys do, everything is about helping other surfcasters, educating other surfcasters.
That's right.
Conservation, raising money for veterans groups, donating money to our club. Any money that gets donated to our club, we're a nonprofit organization. It goes to feed families in Rhode Island that can't afford food around Thanksgiving and Christmas. You know, we donate a ton of money. We take 20 veterans out in the surf. Each one of those vets gets a rod, a reel, brand new stuff, not junk, a surf bag, plugs, pizza, soda, and they get one-on-one training on how to be a surfcaster. And out of those 20 guys, if we help 2 and get them out of their house to stop being pissed off about what happened to them when they're in the military, we're completing our mission. So it pisses me off when these guys on social media, they go, a guy catches an 18-inch fish and says, oh, it's a 30-pounder. Okay, you poke a little fun at him. We all laugh. We've all got caught doing it, but when you pick on somebody that does nothing but good things and you hide behind your little profile and don't come out and say who you really are, in my opinion, you're a chicken shit, and you must have something to hide about yourself if you don't want people to know who you are, That's all I got to say about it.
It's not them that I'm worried about, Bruce. It's you, my friend. I know what you're doing behind the background to me, bro. I hear everything, bro. But I get it, Bruce. I totally.
My mother always told me, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And I don't hide behind nothing. Everybody knows 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I was the biggest asshole walking around. I don't have scars on my face from kissing pretty girls, you know?
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. You go the other way a little bit. It's fucked up. But, you know.
You're so stupid.
Let's go, baby. We're here speaking with Bruce Bain, talking about the show that's happening this Saturday and like being himself, going on a little rant here. We get a lot of rants from Bruce. Those early morning rants when you're picking up the coffee are just marvelous. I love those. You know, that gets me right on Instagram, and then I start to hate even more after that. Thank you. Thank you for starting that on me, Bruce. But we appreciate
we all got to vent once in a while. Of course. The only people I vent on constantly are the people that leave their bags of dog shit laying around all the time.
Hey, listen, I got to show everybody here what we got going, what today's giveaway is. So a couple of months back, I met a gentleman. His name is Alan. So that's Alan Batista. And I got his book. It's called Chasing 50, A Striped Bass Angler's Guide to the Fish of a Lifetime. On the bottom here, it also says, make your own luck. Alan Batista is good for the surf fishing community, for his kayaking community. He's just an all-around great fisherman. And reading his book and getting to know him in the past couple of months, really a terrific family guy. He's got a couple of kids, his wife, and his job. You know, we don't sit here and just write books and start live streams because we're making tons of money. No. I get to know you good like Bruce, and then Bruce just start to miss gold pieces in his house and things like that. But he doesn't know, so don't worry about it. But what I'm trying to say is that we're not into the money-making business. What we're into is getting the word of the fishermen out there. This is an industry that most of us won't pick or choose. Each one of us is to be like, there's a little mental screw missing in every single surfcaster's brain. I'm going to tell you right now.
Absolutely.
You know? And it looks a lot like this, you know? A lot like this.
What is that?
That's when you put on the shades, and this is what we look like.
There. Let me put it on the camera, because you didn't have it on.
Yeah, so
what is that?
That is what you look like when you put on these shades. This is a surfcaster, what he really looks like. But what I want to say is that, you know, we're dudes that, you know, can you imagine, Bruce, what we really endure? If you really sit back and think about it, you hear about a nor'easter coming, and it's like, well, hey, man, the winds are going to be blowing in my face. There's going to be fish there.
Yep.
You get out there, and we're surviving. Meanwhile, everybody else is hanging around, picking up the Trilogy cup, make your own luck, having a little coffee. So in the indoors.
Cup of soup and coffee, yeah.
But going back to that, so surfcasters are in the different realm of fishermen. We are really tough dudes and just a little offbeat, and I love it. I love being a surfcaster. I've been a surfcaster all my life. It started out with bait for many of years with my father getting me started, who I never caught a fish with, unfortunately. But he took me fishing and he tried. He wasn't a sportsman. So tonight, you guys, like I said, you see me sipping on my coffee. It says, make your own luck, this beautiful Trilogy cup. And I did a little ad this morning how I can get all my fingers into this. Look, all of them. All my cups, I can only do 3. But I realized 4 is a lot better. With the thumb on top, it's really nice. And you get it on this side, and you turn it around, and you get it again on this side. So this is not one of those cheaper mugs you'll get. It's only on one side, and the other side is like completely white. But thank you for that, Alan. This is really nice. And what I did was I bought a few of them. I bought me and my wife one of these. I love it. It's got a lot of nice stuff. You guys should check out his store on ChesapeakeTrilogy.com. Check it out there. So let me give the overhead view.
Okay.
There we go. So the overhead view, it comes in a box like this, and comes in another box with a lot of air bubble thing around it. But anyway, you take it out, and there it is. So I'll be giving this beauty away tonight to somebody out there. I'm going to ask you guys a question. First one to answer it right will win this. It's not a van stall every week, guys, but this, my friends, to me, is worth more than a van stall sometimes, because already being with that cup, I've built up some good memories. The one being that I used to have 4. Now I have 3 because I dropped one and I broke it this morning. So, no, I didn't break it. I'm just kidding, Alan. I take care of these things. So that'll be today's winner. Okay, make your own luck. There goes that cow, the design, his artist that he uses just for his designs. It's got a lot of great stuff. Got other mugs, all that good stuff. Say that again.
Danny D. Fishes is saying, Alan is a gentleman and a scholar. All the hate he gets is uncalled for.
Man, talk about hate.
Amen.
I mean, Bruce just, in the middle of the morning, 3 in the morning, he'll send me a text. You're an asshole. For what? Leave me alone.
No, that's not true.
But, yeah, man. So Danny D. Is that Danny D. Morales out there, honey?
I think so.
Yeah,
It's
Danny D.
Fishes.
Danny, there's a box in my house, and it's wrapped, bro, and you never came, so it's waiting for you. So when you come out to my house, bring the wife with you. We'll have a little dinner over here. You get your Christmas present. So you have to show up here, though, brother. Sorry.
John Francisconi says, bring back the pineapple.
That's right. Johnny, he's right here. He's not leaving us. He's keeping an eye in the background.
Okay, because he was saying a moment of silence. It appears the pineapple had been retired.
Yeah, let me tell you, man, this is pretty,
But no, it's
moment
not
of
going.
silence. Ready? Do, do, do,
No,
do,
no,
do, 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 do. Okay, back to Bruce. We're here with Bruce Bain, president of the Narragansett Surf Club. They got their show this Saturday. Bruce, you want to update anybody on just about what time to show up? You know, don't show up like 6 in the morning because you're going to freeze your ass off waiting. But
Yeah, it's vendors. I mean, my vendors all have to be there at 6 a.m. A lot of past years we were able to set up the night before. This year we can't do that. So set up at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. The doors will absolutely not open until 8 a.m. And there's going to be plenty of stuff there for everybody. If you're crazy enough and you want to stand outside in front of the door to be the first one through the door, Chris Voorhees is not going to be there, so you're not going to have to beat down the door to buy the first 50 plugs from Chris Voorhees for $125. God bless him. He's a great guy. Doors open 8 a.m. There's a nice big parking lot. I would sit in my car with the heat on, and at 8 o'clock, go to the door and, just, take your time. Come in. It's going to be a nice, peaceful show. There's going to be a lot of good buys there. New, used, fresh water, salt water, flies, all kinds of stuff.
And if any of you guys see me leaving, going to like the local deli there to get like a chicken, bacon, egg, and cheese or something, please don't ask me to get you something too, because last year I had like 11 freaking sandwiches. I missed one. In the end, I didn't eat nothing, and I spilled my coffee. So
Oh my God.
it was pretty bad,
That's a great thing. There's so many good things about the way the world is now compared to the way it was when we were like 18 years old. Like now, they got Uber Eats and DoorDash and all that stuff. I mean, you're at the Narragansett Surfcasters show. If you don't like what's on our menu, you call Uber Eats and they're gonna bring you a quarter pounder with cheese. It's unbelievable, the technology, the way things are now. It
really is. It really is. I say that.
We couldn't come up with those ideas, and instead we give away all our money instead of making money.
Sex products are off the world now with the technology. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's amazing. But anyhow, we won't talk about that here. I'd like to say to Brian Harding. He'll probably be at the show on Saturday. We'll see him there.
Yeah.
Thank you for that donation. Guys, slap up some donations, all right?
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Look, they slapped up.
Willie
J. What does it say over there? It says, already looking forward
to October.
There's Mr. C. Charles Piso. He's there, too. Thank you, Charlie. You're a scholar, my friend.
Yeah.
Next year, we're going to have to hire you and pay you some cash because you did such a marvelous job for me at the challenge. It was magnificent. Charlie really did. And my wife already knows. I've told her the story, and she's like, oh, shut up about Charlie again. I'm
No,
like,
I
what the
didn't
hell?
say that.
But, so then I start talking about Bruce. She goes, that's worse. I'm leaving.
No.
So, it is what it is, These
Oh, no.
I'm with my wife a long time. 2 years now we've been married, and total of 2.5 together, I mean, it's tough. It's tough.
Anybody that
Few
can
more.
put 150 surfcasters in a bar on a Saturday night,
Yeah.
everybody's smiling, nobody's throwing punches or acting up. And
Yeah.
that's an amazing feat right there. The shag party, that's like the highlight of my friggin' summer, like going to that party.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh,
It's fun.
It's
that's
just,
nice.
yeah, there's so many good people there. And that's
Yeah.
that's another really nice thing about social media. I've met
Yeah.
so many nice people.
Yeah.
That's how I met you. I mean,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just sometimes I really hate it when I see the negative stuff that's on there. But then
Yeah.
I think about all the great people I met. Danny D right there. Charlie Pizzo. I never would have met Charlie
It
without
says,
you.
Charlie says, tell Bruce Angela loves the book.
Good.
There you go. What kind of books are you?
Oscar, Rick Hernandez, Elliot,
Yes.
Edwin.
Edwin.
too.
I tried
Come on.
calling Edwin for Christmas, but he wouldn't answer my call.
He was here. He was at the party over here we were having.
Yeah, he don't want to hear my bullshit.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Nah, he's in love, man. He's in love.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
fine, man. It's good to be in love.
That's good.
It's the feeling that I like later on when they made a mistake falling in love, and I'm like, that's right. Now you're in the same club. Sit down and relax now. No,
I
I'm
hope
just
I
kidding.
see some of these people at the show this year.
I can't wait. I can't wait, Bruce.
I know it's a drive for them to come up, all the way from New York.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
I really like to see some of my New York friends come through. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't wait, buddy. We're going to be there. It's going to be lots of fun. Other than that, Bruce, what do we got going on, honey?
What?
What do we got going on?
You want to do your giveaway?
The giveaway. That's right. So we've been on the phone. We've been on the phone with Mr. Bruce Bain. And we're going to come up with a question. You're going to give me and my wife about 30 seconds. We're going to go on silent mode. Bruce, silent means silent, not like last time you gave away the answer.
All right.
I'll be right back, Brucey. All right, so it wasn't 30 seconds. It was about a minute, and we still don't know what question we're going to ask. But while we are thinking of the question, Bruce, you want to finish up with anything here?
We had
Yeah.
somebody that was asking, I think it was Blue Bish, was asking Bruce a question.
Okay.
That how did Bruce cut his teeth in fishing, and what were some of his earliest memories? That's from Blue Bish.
I've told this story on Mr. P before, but it's a pretty good story, so I'll tell it again.
Yeah.
My first memory of, like, my father, my grandfather, we always went, fishing for fluke and tautog, stuff like that, bait fishing, off jetties, off piers. But my first memory of actual surf casting, I think I was 11 or 12 years old at the West Wall in East Matunuck, Rhode Island, with a Garcia rod and a Garcia Kingfisher reel, throwing a blue and white atom popper, and a school of really big bluefish came through, and I hooked into a bluefish, and I never felt anything like that in my life. And I remember screaming for my father, "Oh, Dad, I got one, Dad, I got one," and trying to reel the fish in with that reel. And my father came running over, and I cranked the reel, and the handle actually broke right off the side of the reel. You know, it was one of those old cast aluminum Gussiers. You know, I probably had like 40-pound mono on there or something, and I probably cast 20 feet, and I just got lucky. A bluefish picked it up, but it managed to totally disintegrate my first saltwater reel. So I was kind of heartbroken. I didn't get to land it, but they say the tug is the drug, and I think that's what started it. You know, and then I fished a few years here and there, had a couple really nice bass. In the 90s and the 2000s, the fishery was totally different. It was, you always had to work at surf casting, and you always had to be good to catch big stripers. But it was a lot easier then because the biomass was so much bigger. There was so many more fish around, and surf casting is really a challenge now to get out there and actually do it and be successful at it. It's very, very hard, but keep at it. Hopefully with the work of guys like Mr. Poseidon and Orlando from NorCal Cat and Peter Jenkins from Saltwater Edge, we can get this fishery back on its feet. Like they say, let them grow, let them go, let them grow. You know, I can't remember the last time I hung a fish on a boga or had a fish out of the water for more than a minute to measure it and snap a picture.
I can't remember the last time I caught one, but anyway.
I really, I take very, very few pictures now. You know, years ago,
it was more.
You know, 5-6 years ago, I was snapping a lot more pictures. But the past couple of years, you know, if it's not a 40-pound class fish,
one more,
I can't take it out of the water.
One more time, Bruce. This Saturday,
January 10th.
Yep, you got the show. What time does it open? One more time, so everybody knows.
8 a.m. to 2 p.m. West Warwick Civic Center, 100 Factory Street, West Warwick, Rhode Island.
There you go, guys. And if they want information, they can easily go to the Narragansett Surfcasters site.
Narragansett Surfcasters social media on Instagram or Facebook. I believe it's on the Narragansett Surfcasters website or Matunic Surf Rat at Instagram.
There you go. We got it going on with Mr. Bruce Bain tonight, president of the Narragansett Surf Club over there. Great guy. Great bunch of lads there, girls, guys, a lot of surf fishermen. I can't wait to see everybody. It's always a pleasure. Will, 401 Plugs, I got something for you. Something special. I went out just for you, Will, because you're such a good guy, man. You really are, dude. Like, forget about it. But anyhow, we'd like to thank everybody. We're going to ask a question right now. Now, listen to me. I don't care if it looks on your computer that you came up first, because that's your computer. It's going to come up right away on everybody's computer. It's whose name comes out on my computer first. So I'm going to ask this quick. This is going to be an easy question, so you got to be quick at this. Get your fingers over the keyboard. No, it's not numbers. Do not type in any numbers. But here's the question, guys, okay? It's going to be quick, so got to be quick. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready, honey? Are they ready? Are you ready?
Do you want to write anything here?
Should I write the answer there so this way they know? All right, she's writing it down. She's going to fold it and she's going to give it to me so I can open it and show you that is the answer and it isn't just anybody who wants. Fold it! Show everybody on the camera.
No, it's not visible.
Jesus Christ almighty. Nancy, what are you doing? So I got the yellow paper in my hand, guys. So here it is. First one out there to say it. I'm taking my shades off. I'm putting my reading glasses on because I got to make sure I get this right. Here we go. The question. Are you guys ready? Keep the hands ready over the keyboards. This is when it pays off, when you took typing in school and you know where the exact keys are. Anyhow, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, where did Bruce Bain save my life? Answer now. First one to get it gets it right. Montauk, Bugsy, you win. Yeah! You got it right. Bugsy came in first.
Bugsy!
Danny D, you came in second. Randomly Blind Candon came in third. Pizzo in fourth. Wormway. No, not the mud.
Guys, no.
And there goes Montauk Black Cater, Tiger, Montauk.
Okay, Tiger.
Yak Angler, but the winner is Bugsy,
The fastest one. The fastest one.
The fastest one. Bugsy. Oh, yeah.
You're good,
Let me open this
Bugsy.
up. There it is, man.
There it is.
Can you see it? Montauk. Montauk.
Yep, nice.
There you go. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for coming to the show. Bruce, thank you. We love you. This was not a last-minute show. We knew you were going to be on, and I'll see you. Excuse me. I'll see you on Friday because we're going to be doing some work on my car, and I'll be driving up Thursday night. So I'll be spending a day working with you. I'm probably going to hate you by the end of the day.
What?
If you send me out for coffee in the cold weather. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for everything you do for Narragansett
and-
Surfcasters and the whole fishing community, Eric.
Thank
You've
you,
helped.
Bruce.
I see you helping Narragansett Surfcasters, Montauk Surfcasters Association, Hudson River Fishing Association,
Yes.
Jersey Shore Surfcasters,
Yeah.
Rissa. I mean, you've helped
Yeah.
every fishing organization that I'm aware of. Like, you know.
It's all right. That's what we're about. That's what
I
it's
love
all
you guys.
about. Thank
Love
you.
Thank you,
Bruce, thank you. Say hi
Love
to
you
the wife.
too. Happy
And we'll
New
see you
Year.
soon. You were great. Let's go, guys.
See you
Saturday
Say hi,
weekends.
Karen.
at Narragansett. Let's go. See you at the show, everybody.
Night,
All right.
everybody.
Thank you, buddy.